Thanks, Mayor, and good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here and to celebrate the opening of this space. And, we talk a lot, and rightfully so, about the role of OVP in violence reduction and prevention in our community, but it takes a space to make that happen. And so we're here to celebrate with them bringing this facility online, and we all look forward to seeing all the good things that will happen here in the future. Here in Green Bay, we're a relatively safe city, and if you look at our violence statistics over the last few years, they're headed in the right direction after reaching a pretty alarming peak around 2021 or 22. And I think a lot of the reason why we're seeing the progress that we've seen is because we understand what works, and we do what works, and we understand that public safety is a shared responsibility, and what you see here with OVP is an example of that. And our police officers in our organization have been able to make some really great relationships, and a lot of us, myself included, have been able to see tangible results in real people's lives as a result of that work together. And so we're looking forward to what the future holds for this program and for this community. And so again, thank you for being here, thanks for including me, and I will kick it over to Ingrid.
All right. I'm not going to try what they did about speaking off the cuff, but good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to stand before you today at the grand opening of the Office of Violence Prevention. As the Director of Engagement with the Green Bay Area Public School District, I am thrilled to celebrate this milestone with all of you. A little about me: I was born and raised in Chicago. I graduated high school as a teen mom and eventually received my degree from the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay. To be transparent, I never thought I would be living in Green Bay. Our family moved here for new opportunities, and honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect. But fast forward, my family embraced the opportunities this community offered, appreciating the diverse experiences and cultures that make Green Bay unique. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." This quote resonates deeply with me and drives my passion for supporting families and students in developing a strong sense of self and community. Our partnership with the OVP is a testament to our shared commitment to creating a safer and more supportive environment for our young people. This collaboration is not just about addressing violence. It is about fostering resilience, promoting mental health, and ensuring that every student has the opportunity to thrive. At GBAPS, we have been prioritizing strategies that align with the mission of the OVP. Our trauma-informed approaches and restorative practices are designed to support students in overcoming challenges and building positive futures. The OVP's focus on community engagement and violence prevention complements these efforts, providing additional resources and support to our students, their families, and the broader community. The GBAPS strategic plan emphasizes the importance of creating safe and inclusive learning environments. By partnering with the OVP, we are able to extend these principles beyond the classroom, ensuring that our students feel supported in every aspect of their lives. This collaboration allows us to address the root causes of violence and create pathways for meaningful engagement and personal growth. As we move forward in our commitment to champion every young person, please know that our schools can't do this alone. Our families can't do this alone. And our community can't do this alone. Together, we will build a future where our community thrives on unwavering support, boundless inclusion, and limitless opportunities for all. As we embark on this journey, let us remember that every act of kindness, every moment of support, and every effort to uplift can transform lives. And each of us can be a beacon of hope and strength for our young people. guiding them towards a brighter, more promising future. Together, we can build on the strategies we have already implemented and explore new ways to support our students, whether through workshops, videography projects, or connections to establish nonprofit organizations. The OVP provides a platform for creative and impactful engagement. Thank you to the OVP team for their dedication and vision. And thank you to all of you for being here today to celebrate this important occasion. Please enjoy the refreshments after the ribbon cutting and take the time to connect with the OVP team members who are here to highlight all of the incredible work being done. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to.
Thank you very much. Thanks to our first three speakers. I wanted to just mention a little bit before I move on to hear from Reggie that without these 5 people standing here, this just wouldn't work the way it's working, and it has been working really, really well. And I work for the city, but I'm also a citizen of Green Bay, so thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for the work being done. So yeah, with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Reggie Moore from the Medical College of Wisconsin for a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Chief. And it's definitely an honor and a privilege to be here. It's been amazing watching this journey. And my name is Reggie Moore. I direct the Division of Community Safety, Policy, and Engagement at the Medical College of Wisconsin. And we were privileged to be able to partner with Governor Evers to develop Wisconsin's first statewide community safety fund, investing in comprehensive approaches to violence prevention across the state of Wisconsin. And Green Bay, as one of those grantees, has really led the charge in terms of what it means to, again, engage individuals who have the lived experience, passion, commitment, and training to really engage in situations and incidents in our community that have a high likelihood of resulting in injury or death. And these are incidents that are preventable. And when we think about violence prevention, it's really important to understand that this isn't something that's just nice to do. This is about taking a comprehensive approach to public safety in our communities. And this isn't work that's just happening in Wisconsin. This is work that's happening around the country. And as the Chief pointed out, in Green Bay and cities around the country who are starting to finally see a decline in the level of homicides, particularly firearm-related homicides, since the height of the pandemic. And when we look at the types of programs like we see here, the investment in those programs has coincided with that decline. And so I'm just here, again, to celebrate and really honor the work led by Director Andrea Cresson in terms of the Office of Violence Prevention. And again, we stand committed to supporting this work and just really honor the leadership of this city as it relates to addressing violence as a public health issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moore. Our final speaker will be Andrea Cresson, who is the director of the Office of Violence Prevention. Many of you know I started about a month ago, so I'm still kind of new here. And one of the people within the city who I've talked the most to has been Andrea, because her passion for what's happening here is it's palpable. And I am so happy that we have her in this role and is doing this work. So, Andrea Cresson, everybody.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here today. Welcome to the new home of the City of Green Bay's Office of Violence Prevention. We're so excited about all this space has to offer, and I can't wait to share some highlights with you all about the impact of the OVP that we've had so far and our vision for how we can expand this work out into our community even more. I want to start by expressing my deep gratitude for Mayor Genrich and his leadership and insight on this topic by seeing the potential for a holistic approach to building a safer Green Bay and applying for the founding grant funds from the Medical College of Wisconsin. His office was able to put this important work into motion. Additionally, I want to share how grateful we are for your partnership, Chief Davis, with the Green Bay Police Department, and how we've been able to develop shared priorities around creating a safe community for everyone. have to share a huge thank you to the Green Bay Area Public School District. Their vision of a partnership with the OVP in order to build impactful programming in our community and for helping us to create this space for our OVP participants and our team members to do this impactful work, coming together to engage in this work of moving away from violence towards hopeful, positive, and stable lives for all in our community. The OVP is focused on why violence is happening here in our community. We take a whole person approach to understanding and addressing the root causes of violence, as well as stopping to understand how violence shows up in our community. We do this through a holistic community violence intervention approach to building safe communities, which is guided by data, but more importantly is shaped by the voices of our community. To that end, we've adopted a number of key strategies to guide our work. A primary and critical role of the OVP is intervening when violent incidents occur that have the potential for retaliation in our community. We built an amazing team of violence interrupters who are standing here with us today, and they can serve as trusted ambassadors of this important message. Violence does not have to be the answer, and this team is working at sharing that with our community. Our VIs form meaningful relationships with our participants and create new possibilities, which move community members away from violence. But even more so, they build connections to our established community organizations who have the resources to support our participants in truly a trauma-informed and credible way. Secondly, the OVP engages in prevention strategies to support individuals who are at the highest risk of engaging in violence or deterring them from engaging in further violence. This new home base is such an important resource for this particular strategy. We've established a safe space where relationship building and coaching can happen. We built a state-of-the-art music production studio, which we will show you after this. We've developed the capacity for videography, podcasting, and we've established youth and young adult drop-in hours, and we're working to bring community leaders on site to host workshops on topics that have been prioritized by our participants. All of these offerings are intentional. The OVP is here to help our community members move away from violence and instability towards creative and stable pathways. Both our intervention and prevention strategies are grounded in cognitive behavioral theory, or CBT you might have heard of. This approach uses proven clinical mental health strategies that are trauma-informed, but delivered by community members with lived experiences as they provide life-saving skills and help shift mindsets and decision-making. We continue to partner with the Roca Impact Institute in this important part of our work. Lastly, we're also working on community transformation. Our mayor has long prioritized proactive engagement in our Green Bay neighborhoods. The OVP is focused on more than just individual and group level engagement. We are also working with the mayor's office to coordinate efforts to engage in neighborhoods where there are opportunities to get to know our neighbors and prevent violence. Through this approach, we're focused on building a safer Green Bay, one neighborhood at a time. So you might ask, what has the OVP been up to since our founding? So in 2023, since our founding, we've directly engaged with more than 125 community members who are at the highest risk of violence through individual outreach, group call-in conversations, time on site utilizing our studio and other resources, and more. We built partnerships with many community organizations and participated in more than 50 different community events in order to contribute to a safer community here in Green Bay. We've hosted community conversations both in Spanish and English. We've hosted focus groups, and we've knocked on our neighbors' doors as just part of getting to know our community and our neighbors. And while we cannot take sole credit for this, nor would we want to, we also know that the OVP has contributed in our way, in our small part, to a short-term reduction in both the number of shots fired incidents that have occurred in our community, as well as homicides. So the number of shots fired incidents is down by 37% from 2023 to 2024. And we've significantly reduced the number of homicides in the community. And obviously this is in large part to every single one of these partners standing here. And we would like to think that the OVP has played a small role in that as well. As one of our violence interrupters shared, with a permanent home for this work, we have that structure and stability to ensure that fewer individuals fall through the cracks. My hope is simple but urgent, that we will see fewer lives disrupted by violence and more people empowered to choose a different future. So with that in mind, we are convinced that the work of the OBP will continue to grow now that we have this dedicated space in our community. We're looking to build additional partnerships with mission-aligned organizations who see themselves as a part of this important work. And we would encourage anyone who's interested in learning more to reach out and connect with us. Thank you so much once again to everyone for joining us. As Ms. Ingrid said, please join us for the refreshments afterwards. Get to know our OVP team members a little bit and reach out if you have ideas for future partnership. I wanted to thank everyone, and I believe we are now going to move outside in order to do a ribbon cutting.
Real quick before we do that, I'm going to just open up if any of the media
yes.
had any questions for any of our speakers. Let's try to keep it on topic if possible. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for
Andrea?
Andrea.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so it's interested in there's obviously many different partnerships with the Office of Violence Prevention. Do you help foster some connections between, for example, the police and some of the community leaders and citizens you're talking with, and how does the different partnerships work?
I think our police department's already doing a great job of getting out and working and building relationships in community spaces, but of course we are a space that is open to forming relationships between whichever organizations have a mission alignment, meaning if there is an organization that is working to build peace in our community, connection and stability, then we actually do have the capacity in this space for some coalition building, some intentional community building work to happen right here in this very space.
Maybe talk a little bit about what some of the new features are and kind of how that'll help with your mission here.
Absolutely, here in this physical space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I mentioned, I'm going to give a little bit of credit to RJ Fisher, who's been really leading some meetings. We can to work with participants who have expressed an interest in creating music. And sometimes that can go in a direction that maybe doesn't lift up community. And what we can do is we can engage in a meaningful way with participants in that space. They actually get hands-on experience learning about music production, venting and processing some of the big things that might be going on, and in turn build meaningful relationships with our VIs. So really it's a tool that helps to create opportunities not only for creative expression but also job skills and bridges and opportunities for that. Along the same lines, Damien, one of our VIs, has been working really intentionally in the backspace with podcasting, videography, and we're just getting started with rolling that out so that we might be able to have some really meaningful conversations and capture those in a way that lifts up the voices of our community.
Anybody else? All right, then we will move out to the front of the house for the ribbon cutting. Thank you, everybody.